Pull down on the screen. Let go. Wait. The gesture you do without thinking 100 times a day was a casino lever before it was a phone gesture. Today's episode is about a specific design decision and the man who made it. The decision was to map a gesture to a variable reward. The result is the most performed physical action in modern human history. The man who built it has, on the record, said he regrets it. And the regret has a name attached, in print, with a date. In 2008, a developer named Loren Brichter built a Twitter app for the iPhone, called Tweetie. To save users from having to tap a refresh button, he built the gesture. The user pulled down on the timeline. When they let go, the app fetched new tweets. The animation was satisfying. The fetch was fast. Twitter acquired Tweetie. The gesture became the official Twitter app. Then it became the operating system standard. Then it became universal. Almost every social, mail, and messaging app on the planet uses it. Brichter has spoken publicly about pull to refresh. In a 2017 Guardian interview, he said the design no longer needed to exist. The technical reason for it had been engineered away years earlier. The behavioral reason, that the gesture itself produces engagement, was the only thing keeping it. Quote from that interview, "Pull to refresh is addictive. Twitter is addictive. These are not good things." The quote is widely cited because the source is the person who designed the thing. The behavioral mechanism Brichter is referring to is the same one we covered in episode 5. Variable ratio reinforcement. Pull down. Reward is variable. Sometimes there is a new tweet. Sometimes there is something exciting. Sometimes there is nothing. The unpredictable outcome is what makes the lever sticky. The slot machine literature, dating back to the 1950s, established that this schedule produces the most persistent behavior. The casino floor relies on it. So does, on the academic record, the social feed industry. In 2016, a former Google product manager named Tristan began publicly arguing that the same casino mechanics had been intentionally borrowed by social media product teams. He started an organization called the Center for Humane Technology. Harris was, at one point, a design ethicist at Google. He left, in part, because he could not get the company to act on his concerns. His public talks described specific product decisions: pull to refresh, the red notification dot, autoplay video, infinite scroll. Each one, he argued, was an application of variable ratio reinforcement to a consumer product. The 2020 documentary The Social Dilemma assembled Harris and several other former engineers and product managers from Facebook, Google, Twitter, and Pinterest. The named individuals describe, in interviews, the specific design choices their teams made and the behavioral models behind them. A small specific example: the red notification dot in the corner of an app icon. The choice of red was not aesthetic. Red is the highest attention color in human visual processing. It is the color of stop signs, of warnings, of danger. The brain prioritizes it. A blue dot would have served the same informational purpose. A gray dot would have served it. The red dot was tested. Once you can see this, you start to recognize the choice everywhere. Phone settings, app icons, email clients. The red dot is the same lever, smaller. 3 more, briefly. Streaks, a counter that resets if you do not engage every day. The reset is a loss the user did not consent to and works to avoid. The mechanism is loss aversion, named in the 1979 Kahneman and Tversky paper. Applied to a children's language app. Applied to a meditation app. Autoplay. The next video starts before you decide to keep watching. The default is play. To stop, you have to actively reach for the pause button. Same default architecture we have covered in every episode of this series. Infinite scroll. The feed never ends. There is no stopping queue. The user has to invent the stopping queue themselves, against a feed that is mathematically optimized to delay it. This pattern was named by its inventor, Arza Raskin, who has also publicly said he regrets it. 3 habits. 1. Turn off all non-human notifications. Not just the marketing ones. The The ones from games, from rideshare apps, from social platforms. Anything that is not a person directly addressing you should not produce a red dot. 2. Disable infinite scroll where you can. Most platforms hide a setting called infinite scroll or auto load or similar. Turn it off. The natural stopping point will appear. 3. Set a one-tap timer when you open a feed. 5 minutes is fine. The point is not to be strict. The point is to convert an open-ended session into a bounded session. The lever is calibrated against the open-ended session, bound it, and the math switches. The engagement slot machine is one shape, the decoy price, the free trial, the cookie banner, the loyalty program, the hidden fee, all the previous episodes, share an architecture. Variable rewards, asymmetric defaults, friction allocated against the user's preferred outcome. The phone is the densest expression of all of those. It is a screen full of choices, none of which were chosen by the person holding the screen. Once you can see the architecture, you stop arguing with each tactic. You start asking the structural question: whose preferred outcome is this product optimizing for? And how much of my attention is the price? Pull down, wait, let go. The gesture has not changed in 15 years. The reason it exists has.